morning, guys. Welcome back to a new vlog. I just felt like vlogging today. I'm about to burn my egg up. I'm making an egg sandwich right now. I need to get me some cheese. Does anybody else like cheese on their eggs, or is it just me? Gotta have my cheese on my egg sandwich. So, good morning, official. Winter has returned with a vengeance. It is snowing outside right now. Blows my mind, if I'm being honest, because I was convinced that all the cold weather was over and spring was officially here because it's been so warm. That is not the case today. Look at this. She looking fine. It's 8:41 on a Sunday. We are still, I didn't go to bed till like 11 last night because I was on my phone trying to post some photos on my Instagram and just mess around on social media, which always seems to sucker me in late at night. I don't know about anybody else, but because that's like my time when I get to like sit down and like look at everything or watch videos. So yeah, I think for lunch today, I got all kind of good leftovers from Cole's birthday party yesterday. So I'm gonna dig into that today because it's great. The macaroni and cheese recipe that I made in the crock pot was a hit. Everybody liked it. I actually found the recipe off Pinterest, and I'm gonna stick to that recipe from now on because it was really simple. Did not require a lot of ingredients, and it was really, really good. So I thought maybe I could quickly share with you guys what I did if you guys want to give it a shot. If you just want something simple to make one night for your kids or for yourself, if you like macaroni and cheese. But I buy this melt and dip Great Value brand of Velveeta, and you only need 1/4 of this, so not very much. I think you needed 4 ounces of this, and this is a 32-ounce block, so this will last for like ever, so I can make another batch like probably soon because Cole also really liked it. You guys know how Cole feels about his mac and cheese. Like, that's his ride or die favorite food of all time. So I'm gonna make this one from now on. I also have an extra can of evaporated milk because you will need a can of that. You just need 1 can of evaporated milk. You need a bag of, I used the mild cheddar. It was a 4-cup bag, but I didn't use the entire bag. I only used, like, I left like a little bit in the bottom. So like I used almost all of it, but I didn't use all of it. I just kind of did that myself. But I used the mild cheddar cheese, and it really seemed to go good with the Velveeta, like the melt and dip cheese. It really blended good, had a really good flavor and everything. But you can use whatever cheese you want to for your macaroni and cheese. It doesn't matter. And then you need 2.5 cups of milk, I believe, and your elbow macaroni, obviously. And I think you need a little bit, like a teaspoon of paprika, salt and pepper, and some butter. You need like a 1/4 cup of butter. And you just kind of throw it all in there. You don't even have to cook the macaroni, and you only cook it for like, I think we cooked ours for 2 to 3 hours, but depending on your crock pot, you want to keep an eye on it, and you want to stir it often until everything's like all combined and it don't get like stuck to the outer edges or anything. But it was a hit, and I'm gonna make that one from now on because it was really, really good. So anyways, I don't know what we're gonna do today since it's snowing, but it's like raining and snowing. Cole's in there watching Eric Clapton at the moment while I'm eating. I'm gonna eat my egg sandwich, and I'm trying to use up all the party stuff we got left over here. Like, we have some forks, cups, napkins, that kind of stuff. I'm gonna just start using that stuff up. What's left anyways. But tomorrow is officially his 2nd birthday. I can't believe he's 2. Cole has been, I think I talked about it in the last vlog, but he's been kind of, I don't know if he's transitioning or if it's because of the time change or what, but he's been like, some days in the last week, I think there was like 2 or 3 days where he didn't take a nap at all, and it was just like, it was kind of alarming. But I mean, he didn't, you know, I mean, he was fine, but like, he was just really tired, and I could see the effects the next day from him not getting his nap. Tomorrow we're going to travel to Elkins, West Virginia, to his heart doctor appointment. His first official like specialist appointment since he's had a heart attack. And he gets to find out like a lot of stuff and probably take a stress test, I figure, and I don't know what else. But he's looking forward to that, but he's also kind of nervous about it as well. But hopefully that will resolve some of our current problems with just like things that are bothering him in his life, and maybe he'll feel a little bit relieved if everything goes well. So if you guys could just say a prayer for my husband. He has just been going through a lot, and I think did I touch in the last video? I don't know if I did or not, but he lost his brother, and that has been really hard on him as well. So I think I posted somewhere on social media about it, but that's been hard on him as well. And we're not really sure if we're going to be going to the service because it's in Nashville, Tennessee, because that's where his family is from. But the actual service isn't quite in Nashville, but we don't know if we're going to go just for the fact of this coronavirus crap, which is taking over social media. I don't know if anybody else has noticed that, but people are crazy and insane. I don't get the toilet paper hoarding thing. I don't get that at all. I feel really bad for when people like just run out of toilet paper and they go to the store and then they're not going to be able to buy any. Like, that's just... And diapers, formula, like I see everything being wiped out. It's just really awful. So, I don't know. That's just a whole nother story. But yeah, I don't want my husband, especially my husband, because he's had heart problems and he's older, obviously. So I don't want him to get that stuff. And he's very cautious now, what he's been through. So before he had a heart attack, he would have been the type of person that would have just been like, oh, we'll be fine. We'll go and we'll be fine. Like, he wouldn't worry about that kind of stuff. But since he's had a heart attack, he's had, I think, anxiety for the first time in his life about his health. And it's really changed him in that way, and he's being more cautious. And of course, he's had some depression too through all of it and still dealing with that. So it's been hard on the whole family as well, because I have never really been the person on the other side before, because I was, back after I had Cole, you guys know I went through some depression as well. For the first time in my life, and my husband was the supporter of me because he didn't understand, you know, or like he wasn't the one suffering from that. So like now I'm the person on the other side where I'm fine, but my husband is dealing with a lot of stuff. So it's just like, it's weird being the person on the other side, and then I hate seeing my husband like unhappy or just like sad, or it's hard. But I don't know, I just don't know why. I just wanted to share that, but it's hard. And just know you're not alone. Anybody else dealing with that kind of stuff, everybody goes through stuff, and we're just gonna keep praying to God and just keep on keeping on. So I'm gonna go because this is getting really rambly. Where's the egg at? Where's the egg?
Egg.
Egg. Otis. Come on. Say, Otis will eat all your fake food up. I shouldn't. So here's all the size 6 shoes that we now have to get rid of because his foot has gotten really tight, and these were my favorite ones. To the yard sale, we got some shoes. These are almost brand new. I think Cole only wore these once. These are really nice snow boots. So, hey, you're too big for that now. You're too big. Little update on Otis. My husband's daughter's fiance come up here to work with Otis because they have 4 dogs down there with the same shock system that we have. So the way our system works, if the dog crosses like the line, they get shocked 1 time. So Otis was doing really good today out there with it, but she said that he more than likely would need the stubborn dog collar because it didn't really faze him a whole bunch. So basically Otis is like, he just doesn't, I don't think he understands because he was used to being able to roam everywhere. So he doesn't really understand that he's supposed to stay in one area now. He doesn't really understand that. So, yeah, that's just like, me and my husband don't really know what to do because like that stubborn dog collar is like $80, which is like kind of expensive. But basically what it does is like, I guess it continuously shocks the dog whenever the dog is across the fence, so they know to go back across the fence. And I don't know what we're gonna do. We might, how to explain it to you guys, but like I don't like to see the dog get shocked. I don't like it a whole bunch. And I know like it's not really like hurting him, but like still it doesn't feel pleasant, I feel like. So I mean, Otis is just kind of a hard, stubborn-headed dog where he just, I don't know, guys. It's just like a really tough decision on what to do about it. But I don't need any comments about it because I don't want to start arguments with people. We'll make up our own decision here, like probably within the next few days on what we're going to do about it. But I think we need to get Otis used to the leash a little bit more. And I told my husband we should have just kind of maybe just done that. We should have just got him used to the leash. And bye. Where are you going? You don't even know where you're going. And Zoe. Cole's gonna knock you down. Good morning. Say happy birthday. Today is Cole's second birthday. Getting ready to go drop him off at my grandparents, and then we got to go to my husband's specialist appointment in Elkins. So that's fun. Well, if you ever come to Elkins, West Virginia, don't ever eat at the Steer buffet and steakhouse. It reminded me of like Ponderosa, but the food was terrible. Me and my husband couldn't even eat our freaking plates of food that we got. We got a salad and then we got just some like stuff off the buffet. The only thing that tasted decent on my plate that I tried was the steak and pepper, like mixed with onions and peppers. Like it was the only thing that tasted okay. Like the mashed potatoes were like weird. Like I don't even know how to explain. They just tasted really instant, but they tasted kind of like not like instant potatoes that you buy out of the store. It tasted better than those potatoes. I don't know. It was bad. So. How are you, sir? So yeah, we're going home now. I might go over here to KFC. I actually forgot they had KFC, or I would have chose that place to eat at because I haven't had KFC in a really long time, and I like KFC. It's good. So I guess we're gonna go home. My husband's appointment went really, really well. He got a lot of questions answered that he had, and everything's fine. So he's due back to go there 3 months from now, and he might do some rehab back in town for like a couple days a week, as long as it isn't like a charge to do it, depending on what the insurance will pay, I guess. But it's loud here. Okay, so we just got back from Food Line. I'm gonna talk quietly because Cole's taking a nap. So this was about $88 or 80. What'd you say, babe? So Cole just woke up from a nap, and I'm gonna be 100% honest with you guys in this video. So I hope you guys can take some kind of appreciation from what I'm about to say. Because this is truly just how me and my husband feel about this situation. This is not judging anyone else that does this or that chooses to use this, but we took the dog fence up and we're going to return it. And first of all, the system we bought was very expensive. It was $200. That's a lot of money. And albeit fine and well, many people use these systems and we had the money to get it, which is fine. The thing is, with our dog was so used to going out. You guys know, like, look how big our yard is. Our dog was used to going out his whole life and going down through this yard freely and just with no limitations. He was just used to that. And he's 6 months old. So 6 months of his life, he's been able to just roam around. No consequences, nothing holding him back. I think would be a little bit easier to use the system when dogs are a little bit younger than what he is. And we knew that, but we didn't have the money at the time to get one. So we didn't. And I think that hurt that whole thing a little bit more. And yes, I do realize that it does take a lot more training to work with the dog in these electric fences. Do you guys ever just like imagine how something's gonna go, or imagine how something's gonna be, and you're like, okay, we're gonna do this, and this is how this is gonna be the outcome? I do that a lot, and let me tell you what happens with that. I get very disappointed with the outcome a lot of the times in my life whenever I do that. Whenever I expect something to go a certain way, or I expect something to be a certain way, and then it's not, I get so disappointed. So, anyways, I personally did not like watching my dog get shocked by the fence. And I know that that's what teaches them not to go across their boundary. And that's why people use it, you know, and it helps dogs not run out in the road and chase cars. And there's a lot of benefits to that, which is fine. So anyways, me and my husband both just felt like this was not the right thing for our Otis. And it took us actually going through with buying the fence, testing it out, and trying to train him and letting him get shocked, and seeing his behavior of how he normally acts versus after that. It does. It puts fear in the dog so they won't leave their boundary area. The bottom line is, the system that we had wasn't what Otis needs. The system that Otis needs is the stubborn dog system, which was more money, and we could just buy the collar, which is another $100, okay? Another $100 to put into this, which we do not have. And let's be real, I have a toddler. It's really hard to come out here, watch my kid, and try to train my dog not to go across this fence system, and watch my dog get shocked and then just be so sad. Like, my dog, and a lot of people probably think I'm being over dramatic about this, but I could tell my dog was just very unhappy with what was happening and the outcome from it. Plus, he didn't understand. It was just like, and I understand it takes training and you have to train them, and I get that. Trained, he's more than likely not going to go over there and get shocked, which is where I feel like the system, you know, then it's like, oh, okay, the dog's doing what it's supposed to do. They know not to go get shocked, but it's the process leading up to like that happening. And then the fact that Otis, the system we had when he leaves the fence, would shock him one time. So Otis figured that out, like, right away. He was like, okay, I'm gonna take the risk to go be with my humans, and I'm gonna get shocked one time, than to stay over here. And Otis did that. He figured it out, like how you could just, it's not gonna hold Otis. The one shock system thing that we have going here, it's not, it doesn't faze him. He's stubborn, I guess, and he just wants to be close to us. So the collar that's for stubborn dogs, shocks them repeatedly until they come back over the line. And that's what Otis would need if we wanted to go through with it. But me and my husband just don't want to. I'm just gonna be honest with you guys, and I don't even care. People can say what they want to say, and that's great that you do it for your dog. That's great, but we tried it. We didn't like it. We just, both of us we just feel like it's not right for us and our dog. Like, we have another method that we want to do with our dog because he's so used to roaming. First thing we want to do is get him fixed and see if he calms down at all. The second thing we want to do is we want to train him to walk on a leash properly, so when we want to go anywhere or just when we want to take him out from the porch, he can walk with us on a leash and be trained how to do that. That's what we want to do. And then whenever Otis is not out roaming supervised, which is another thing, we want to be out here with him. If he's out here running freely, we want to supervise him. And have the leash with us at all times in case cars are about to come up the road. The good thing about where I live is I can see all the way down where a car is about to come up the road. So even if it's like my parents, I know that they're going to come up through here. I can get Otis in time and keep him from chasing the car, you know? So yeah, I don't know where I'm going with this. I feel like it's rambly. I shouldn't have had to explain myself with that, but I wanted to because a lot of people that I know use these systems. Like my husband's daughter down the road uses it for all 4 of her dogs, and they're fine, you know, it works fine for them. I just personally just don't, it was stressing me out to the max. The whole thing was just stressing me out. I mean, my husband don't have another $100 to put into another collar to keep the dog in his boundary. Like, we didn't want to do it. We just wanted to, I called down there where we bought it and they said we could return it, no problems. So we're going to return it and get a lot of money back, which we could use, and we're going to continue doing what we've always done. Otis is fine on the front porch for now, unless he gets he starts growing a little bit bigger than what he is, then we might have an issue. But for now, Otis does fine on the porch. We bring him out, we run him, we play with him. Gonna try to get him used to walking on a leash. Gonna try to work with that. And he comes inside, on and off. Mainly when Cole is asleep, because if Cole's not asleep, it's chaos. And it's impossible to get the dog and Cole to stay calm in the house at the same time. But that's the end of the rant. And that's the end of this vlog. So I hope you guys enjoyed this rambly little rant about this, but I wanted to be honest and share my experience. And yeah, we mainly only had the thing for like a week, and we worked with the dog a couple different times, but neither one of us, me or my husband, we just did not like it. We just didn't like it. We didn't feel right about it, and that's just our personal preference and opinion, and I don't know. That's all I'm going to say about it. So yeah, I hope you guys have a great day. Enjoy the rest of the week. Some cooking videos. I'm going to do a what's for dinner video this week that I'm actually filming the start of tonight. And I'm going to try to get back into cleaning as well. So don't leave. There will be more videos. A lot has been going on. It's been hard to film as well, just because sometimes I honestly don't want to. So I hope you guys understand. Subscribe, thumbs up. We'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.